Hello guys, in the channel's brand new video, I want to show and teach you a very rare opening. I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun playing this game with your friends because I'm confident that very few people know this gambit.
Within the intricate tapestry of chess, the Amarr opening emerges as a rare jewel, gracing the board in fewer than 1 in 1,000 games. Its allure lies not only in its scarcity but in the significant advantage it extends to white, boasting a remarkable 70.92% chance of triumph. In contrast, black faces a challenging journey, armed with a more modest 29.08% probability of victory. The clandestine nature of the Amarr opening can be harnessed to catch opponents off guard, as its lesser-known strategies create an air of unpredictability. As white, you find yourself in a favorable position, armed with the tools to shape the game's trajectory and dictate the tempo. Consider the strategic significance of the Amarr opening, a trump card to be played when the timing is right. Its statistical weight is not to be underestimated, as it empowers you with a secret weapon to navigate uncharted waters, capitalizing on the unfamiliarity that many opponents may have with this unique variation.
The opening starts with knight to h3. And I'll demonstrate this opening through a played game. As you can see, the computer immediately flagged this move as a mistake because Stockfish doesn't like the knight's placement here, but there is no problem for us. We won't be facing Stockfish and we don't want to live our knight. Generally, after this move, black players often advance their pawns to seize the center. However, we will continue with our plan and play our trap move. At first glance, this move results in a direct pawn loss. This is where the gambit begins. The bishop captures on h3, and we capture it back. Black captures the pawn happily, but we don't recapture. In fact, we can't capture it. If we do, we almost lose the game because of queen to h4. Instead of capture the pawn, we are castling. The opponent captures the pawn once again. Here comes the move that shows it's not a typical gambit. Yes, we sacrificed a pawn, even two. The opponent captures our pawn again and checks our king. As you can see, we are 3 pawns down, but there's no problem in terms of the king's safety. The opponent no longer has the white bishop, and our pieces are well developed. Also, the opponent is far from castling. We lose one more pawn, but everything is under control. We quickly develop our knight and attack the unprotected pawn. The opponent defends the pawn and develops the knight. In the next move, we play d3. Most likely, black won't want to capture this pawn as they are already lagging in development, and their king is in the center. Leaving this line open can cause problems for the black king. That we played d3 to include the bishop in the game and start our attacks. The black player continues to improve their pieces and develops their knight. The opponent, by playing e7 with the bishop, thinks they have everything under control because they are close to castling. If they manage to castle, our sacrifices won't mean much. Therefore, we capture the knight with our bishop. Now we capture the central pawn with the knight and increase pressure on the f-file. It seems like the black player can castle, but be mindful that there are good moves like a rook sacrifice, and the queen can quickly find good placements as well. The opponent first places the knight in the center, controlling the g6 square to counter any possible rook sacrifice, and also preparing to retreat with d7, enhancing the protection of the bishop. However, we get a very effective queen with qh4. The opponent plays nd7, but since they haven't castled yet, we immediately place the rook in the center. Now black has to castle. There's considerable pressure on f6. Thus, we remove one of the defenders of f6 directly. Our queen takes the bishop. Nice move is available here. The opponent can't capture the rook on f6, if they do, they have to bid farewell to their queen. The opponent brings their inactive rook into play. Now, we play re2, a critical move. If exchanges happen, it won't be unprotected anymore. It's protected by the queen, the king won't be checked if taken, and it also threatens the black pawn, enabling us to initiate checkmate threats. The opponent plays rec6, trying to destroy the rook from there. Here, We capture the pawn that clears the path for all our pawns to finish the game. The opponent pushes their pawn forward to escape this situation. Now we move the rook to g2, and the same situation applies. The opponent can't take our rook with their rook. The opponent gets into trouble here and tries to lure our rook away from g2. But here comes a gorgeous move, qg6, and our aim is qg7 #, mate. Reluctantly, the opponent accepts our queen sacrifice. After rf8, it's check. The king can only move to one square, and another brilliant move will be coming. Pause the video and try to find the brilliant move. If you can't find it, don't worry. As you keep watching this channel, you'll become capable of finding even better moves. The opponent is forced to accept this sacrifice as well. They play the only move they can. It's checkmate after rook to h2. If you don't subscribe to the channel and like the video now, this might be you.